10 things I hate about FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. Funny team names. Into Your Nan, Class on Grass, Ivory Toast, Madeline Milan. Okay, that last one did actually make me laugh, to be honest, but that was more from shock than anything. This team abbreviation usually comes hand in hand with those oh so hilarious team names as well. Just stop it. You're not remotely original, and you're certainly not funny. You're probably also under the age of 12 though, to be fair, and if not, well, I feel bad for you, to be honest. People that watch terrible replays. If you score a world beater, I probably want to watch the replay just as much as you do. Most of the time though, people score ugly, sweaty goals and insist on watching the replay in its full glory. Stop wasting my time and yours. We all score plenty of rubbish goals in FIFA Ultimate Team. There's really no need to watch the replay. Oh, and if you watch the replay for a penalty, I have a special kind of hatred for you, the dab. Sometimes you go up against Paul Pogba, and getting dabbed on in this instance is perfectly acceptable. It's his default celebration, and if it happens, it happens. When you're playing someone that dabs with every player on the field though, that's just irritating. They're probably the kind of person to watch every replay as well. Also, if they were going to mix it up a bit with a different celebration, they'd probably choose Gangnam Style, because that's still relevant in 2017. Jamie Vardy. I got him in an untradeable pack, and I have to admit that I utilised him as a pretty effective super sub, to be honest, but how annoying is Jamie Vardy in Ultimate Team this year? I played this guy in the Weekend League, and all he did was sit back and occasionally counter-attack with Vardy. Admittedly, he executed this tactic incredibly well, as they had 3 opportunities and scored with all of them, but it was with Jamie Vardy every single time. Single-handedly running away from our defenders, making them all look like Mertesacker as he went on to ping the ball into the corner of the net with every shot that he took. He then went on to dab on me. Every time. I should have been more clinical with my own finishing, and I had numerous opportunities to finish him off that I just wasn't quite able to take, but everything about this defeat just made me want to rip off Vardy's dick and shove it down the dude's throat. It was so frustrating. Jack Butland. Just like Vardy, Butland is ridiculously OP, and he should just be banned from the game. If you can't beat them though, join them. I've played over 100 games with Butland now, and he saved me on so many occasions. I'm pretty sure that I've gone up against Butland more than any other goalkeeper in the game though, and quite frankly I'm sick of it. He has a bit of a weakness in his game in that he's not very good at saving long shots, but that's kind of true of every single goalkeeper in the game. Jack Butland is the best 82 rated goalkeeper that you'll ever use in Ultimate Team this year, and you'll thank him so many times for bailing you out. Like I say though, long shots are his kryptonite, and make sure you exploit that fact when you go up against him in game. The Weekend League. Remember when YouTube was full of people pretending to have so much rage that they'd constantly be throwing their chairs around the room and going for about 40 controllers per week? Competing in the Weekend League is kinda like that. Only the rage is very, very real. I've got a mate that went completely grey inside a month from playing in the Weekend League. He's 18. Balding a bit now as well from where he keeps pulling his hair out in large clumps. Seriously though, the stress of playing in the Weekend League is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't even usually have enough time to get anywhere near 40 games, so why do I insist on qualifying for this weekly event that I know is just going to cause me great pain and frustration? Why do I never learn? Time wasting. As annoying as it is, in some cases I can understand time wasting. I'm sure most of us have taken the ball into the corner at some point or another, running the clock down as we look to grind out a vital victory in a game for the league title or towards the end of an important weekend league fixture. Sometimes though, you come up against someone that just seems to be time wasting from the get-go, and you don't understand why. This guy, for example, was time wasting against me during weekend league qualification when the score was at 0-0. He injured 2 of my players with crunch and slide tackles as well in the opening minutes of the match, and it was just generally quite frustrating, and he still continued to waste time even at 2-0 down. I don't know what they were playing at and why they were playing the game this way, but it didn't really work out well for them. And yeah, I dabbed on them. Sometimes it just has to be done. When your opponent is being a massive bellend, that is the time to break out the dab. Maybe even do it twice. Injuries. I spoke in the last point about how the time wasting guy injured a couple of my players right at the start of the game, and in my opinion, injuries happen far too frequently in Ultimate Team this year. It's the same thing in career mode where long term injuries just seem to happen all the time, and when it happens in Ultimate Team, you usually have to splash out a couple of thousand well earned coins as well if you want to bring them back into your system. Because I'm a cheapskate though, and most players in the game are worth absolutely nothing, generally speaking, if one of my players gets injured, I'll usually go out and buy a cheap replacement card on the transfer market rather than buying a healing card. It's only for a couple of games, and sometimes you end up discovering an absolute budget beast. Other times though, that player messes up, and you regret being such a skinflint. The cost of FIFA points. It currently costs $79.99 for 12,000 FIFA points, and if your pat luck is anything like mine has been in the past, you're probably not even going to get anything good for that money, even if you do buy them. If you sign up for EA Access, then it lowers the price down to $71.99, but that's still pretty extortionate in my opinion. FIFA points are insanely expensive, and this year I finally managed to kick my packs habit and restrain myself from giving EA all of my spare money. If people keep putting their hands in their pocket and throwing their cash at them, EA are never going to do anything about the price of FIFA points. I'd love to have a team full of legends and team of the year players, but I certainly don't want to splash out massive amounts of money for the privilege. Fair play though to those of you that have the time and patience to build coins from trading. The EA servers. I feel at times that I probably spend more hours with the people that work for EA Live Chat than I do my own friends and family. The support staff are always more than pleasant and very understanding and helpful, but I still don't really want to have to spend my time pestering them. The EA servers only ever seem to kick me out when I'm winning as well. I wouldn't mind too much being credited with a defeat if I've just been getting completely demolished, but it always seems to happen towards the end of a match that I'm winning quite comfortably. It can be the difference between safety and promotion, one rank or another in the weekend league, and it's just so infuriating. I don't expect perfection, all servers are going to suffer from some intermittent problems, but it always just seems to happen at the worst possible time. At least there's a new latency bar now though, and we get a more accurate understanding of what the connection is going to be like. I definitely do genuinely appreciate that. So those are 10 things that I personally hate about FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. What bugs you the most whilst playing the game online though? Be sure to leave me your thoughts in the comments section down below. And yeah, thanks for watching, smash that like button if you've enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already doing so, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you again next time.